What's up, Tsunami fam? How are y'all doing? I hope everybody having a good weekend or beginning of a new weekend. I'm sitting here with my brother, Anakin Tsunami. Are you gonna say
What's up, fam?
hey? Fam. We were just sitting here talking and we decided to make a video just on some ballroom related stuff. Y'all can feel free to comment or state your opinion up under it or whatever.
I'm sure all the performers and Twist is gonna have a lot to say about this.
Right, because they be having so much they be having so much
Exactly.
to talk
We be the
about.
best ones commenting on every damn thing. So
Yeah, because I want a piece of that ticker. Yeah, he a twister, but I want a
I
piece.
want a piece too. He done called us all out on the page. I'm just saying.
He ain't call me out.
Yeah, he's. Oh yeah, he didn't. He called the realness of the Twist boys out. So just know when I get there to New York, it's going down. Meet me at the back of the runway. That's all I gotta say.
That is funny.
Love you, bro.
I don't like you. But so you know it's all love. It's all love. But yeah. So you wanna go first?
No, go ahead. You started off.
You can ask me a question. Ask me.
You started off so I can think.
Okay. All right, Anakin. You being a twister, realness with a twist. Your realness being thug realness. What do you feel like a twister should possess to actually be an official twister? Like, what are some things that you know when you look at a twister's vogue? What are some things that you feel like they should have as far as a twister go?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, it is called Twister. So we should be able to twist from something. I mean, if you are already cunt, then what are you twisting to?
That's a good
So,
point.
so I mean, it makes no sense to be a cunt boy all day long and you call yourself a twister because there's no twist involved in that whatsoever. Secondly, as far as the performance is concerned, um, I just like the idea that, and again, it's twist. You should be able to perform and be cunt or whatever, whether it's soft, whether it's dramatic. You should always be cunt, but you should always still show your realness when it comes down to it. Because once you stop voguing, you should be still a boy if that's what you are. You shouldn't walk off switching. You shouldn't, say you shouldn't be out there like just going hard with the Vogue film girls, so to speak.
I understand, but they do because the ballroom is such an illusion to a lot of people. It's just that. So some people don't see it like that.
Very true, and I actually understand it. Like I'm not saying that it should be the way that I view it. I'm just saying, just like you said, it's illusion. Put on the illusion. Show me that you are twisting from something. I mean, if you walk outside and I see you outside and you cutting up, then hey, that's you outside. You're
Not
not in the
cutting up.
ballroom. You're not in the ballroom scene no more. So the illusion is done. But it's some people that get away with being cut 24/7, even in the ballroom scene. So what illusion are they putting on?
Well, I know a couple. I guess over time, when you do make your name for realness and realness with a twist, I guess you're allotted a little leeway per se, or something like that. But yeah, I can see what you're saying. It does kind of because even looking at Oakley's like what we was doing today,
Mhm.
even though those guys were voguing, something about it was masculine
Very
to
true.
a certain extent.
But I mean, if you also we was also looking at older clips and we were looking at newer clips. If you look at old Realness to a Twist and versus the way new Realness to a Twist is, you can see the very much difference of what illusion we do not give anymore.
That's true because I can see some both. There's a couple vogue. I mean, excuse me, there's a couple twisters down here in North Carolina that I actually think like. Not that I want any more of them to come over to this side, but it is a couple of them. I'll be like, you ain't no twister. And I actually just found out the other day one of the twisters has transformed, for lack of other words. So his name is now
Well, they say
Veronica or Dana or something.
they say the Twisters are the most cunt. They say we're cunted in the Vogue film. So
Today's trade, tomorrow's competition.
right, exactly. So it is what it is. I guess I
Okay.
just gotta put on a smiley face and put on a mean mug
Right.
face when it's time to. I guess
Yeah.
so. But given the take of what you just asked me, being a Vogue film, or should I say sister,
Sometimes I don't
and
even feel like a sister, but I understand. It come with the territory. It come with the name.
right, as far as you guys as performers, what do you feel about the elements? Do you feel as though they're there should always be five being performed because I see a lot of the girls try to skip past a couple of things and they just want to spin and dip or duck walk and dip or you know what I mean, do a couple of the things versus all five of the elements or all six for those who know how to do the six elements.
Well, what are the six elements for those of us who don't
Oh,
know?
well, I'm pretty sure you know the five elements,
What?
but the
Yeah,
sixth element, well, I've heard, I may be wrong, is flips, and you know, so
I don't agree with that. I think
I
that's
mean,
just. I think that should just be equated into the performance. That wouldn't be a
right,
sixth
but a lot of
element.
people, well,
That's an element
I'm
that
from
a lot
I'm
of
from
people.
California. We got a lot of the rules wrong on that side of the world. I come to find out this rule, this is dumb shit. But yeah, they tried to make that a sixth element for what I heard. But like I said, I know the five, so the question can remain at five.
Okay, me being Pooh Bear, y'all know, most of y'all know me. Me being Pooh Bear, I do feel like some of Vogue film has been getting lost, and I feel like the scene has been craving for the reminiscence of what the older Vogue films used to give. More so the cut aspect of it and the actual fluidity of all the movements that we used to possess. Well, some of us still possess because, as a matter of fact, all the Vogues from in this house, when it come to voguing, we're caught. but
I mean, like really, 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 cut.
but no, so like I know, and it's a couple of old films that are popular now, and it's so stunty. It's so stunty. Like every time you turn around, it's like rat, 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 rat. I'm gonna choke myself and then I'm gonna just dip. Like it's crazy. It's so stunty. So when you're standing next to me and I'm not doing that, I think sometimes all those stunts overshadow what a real performance and what a real voguing diva or voguing demon is. Like it just does. I think as a Vogue film, you should always remain. I mean, remain. Remember where it came from. It came from us looking at film queens and us mimicking their Vogue. It just is and stunts. Don't get me wrong because I do a couple stunts myself, but to when it's becoming such a problem to where it's starting to take over your whole entire performance. All your performances like I'm a backflip, spin, dip, do a crab walk, do a backflip, then dip again, then shake my head, then choke myself, and then back slam like Vogan just I mean, Vogan up under the table, climb from up under the table, and then just come out and scream and then just drop out the sky. That's the performance. What? Like, what is that? What? How could you even say I'm a performance girl? You're performing. I guess you're giving the crowd and the judges a show, but it's just
But are you really voguing?
no. It's not. I don't think it is, and I think that's why. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I think that's why so many people do when they do see me vogue. For one, they're not expecting me to vogue like how I vogue because I mean, let's be real. I'm a bigger guy. That shouldn't matter, but it does. I am a bigger guy, so they don't expect that. And then I vogue slightly old school, or what I think I vogue slightly old school. So I think it's unexpected, and I do get my life because of that. Because that's how I learned to vogue. These are the clips that I learned to vogue from. All these people that are voguing now, they're not really voguing to me. It's really bad. It's just really bad. I don't understand. I want everybody to always have their own style and be their own person when it comes to that. Have your own style, character, all of that. But I also want you to this is a beautiful thing. The ballroom scene was a beautiful thing when it started out. It was a safe haven for us. So some things need to be remembered and things that we found as a way to relieve our stress and angst and any problems that we might have had with another person. Like Tremaine always say, like if I didn't like you and you ain't like me, instead of us brawling, cutting each other up, pouring bleach on each other, whatever, we can vote. And it's crazy. And I just want people to always remember where it came from. And it's nothing wrong with evolution and progression, but you always have to remember where it came from. I don't ever want us to lose our history as far as voguing and the ballroom scene goes. Now, it's a lot of stuff that can change for the better, but it's just some things that's all right. It's not necessarily all right, it is, but it could be adapted. It could be all adapted into one, I would say. And that's how I feel about voguing. I really I just want everybody to these antics, man, they bother me. They bother me. And I can keep up with the best of them, but
I mean, that's kind of like I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I'm new to this again. I'm gonna have to announce that because might get some shit wrong, so don't quote me.
Why would you? Okay.
But but like a lot of people like to do what Pooh Bear is explaining and then blame it on ballroom politics. I don't know what all the politics are. Quite frankly, I'm not gonna say I don't care, but I don't care. Honestly, my Vogue is either gonna speak for itself or my realness is gonna speak for itself, and I'm gonna call it a day. However, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can just say, oh, it's ballroom politics, and that's the only explanation that you can give, then it's, honestly, it doesn't sit well with me. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't sit well with a lot of individuals, whether they twist, whether they're realness, whether they're runway, whether they're Vogue film, whether they're film queen, BQID, get that.
Be quick. Be
You know what I'm
quick.
saying? Like, whatever it is that you do in a ballroom scene, even if you're just a spectator, I'm pretty sure some people don't like the idea that it's just, oh, ballroom politics is the answer to everything and every question that you have. So, I mean, if that's what it's based on, it's just politics, then hell, we might as well just continue to go ahead and vote for the wrong president and or put a president that's good and try to vote him out, whichever or, whatever your preference is, and call it a day and not have a ballroom scene because now we're going on the crazy antics of what we deal with on an everyday lifestyle already.
Okay, I see that. I see that logic. I do. I do. I see that logic. That makes a lot of sense. So my question for you, Tsunami Fam, is what is one thing about the ballroom scene that you would like to change? And what is one thing that you think you would like to stay the same?
And why?
Yeah, and why? Of course, yeah, put and why. So just feel free to comment on up under the video. It was good talking to y'all. I'm Pooh Bear.
I'm Anakin, and I'm twisting up out this bitch.
You know Tremaine gonna kill. You know
Oh,
Tremaine is gonna kill you.
sorry, Daddy O. I did not mean to cuss. That was, it was a heat of the moment
You better
type
leave
feeling.
Mother Father. What's his name? Mother Father Ronstone, La Diamond,
Wow, all that? I didn't even know all that.
Carter,
That's a lot.
realness,
That is a lot.
all day, every day. My
Oh.
my hair be laid like the pavement. Anyway, we out. So y'all feel free to comment.
Not all bacon is laid.
Oh, Tremaine.
Asphalt got a little kink in it.
Tremaine.
So don't say that.
Yeah, them streets in New York, they're a little rough, baby.
Little rough, little cracks. Earthquakes happen.
They're a little rough, baby.
All right.
You